I think his legacy is going to be one of hard-working guy.
He cares, and he shows that he cares, and it's just so amazing to have that support and to like feel it.
He's truly a man of the membership.
He's a working people's president.
He is a friend and a brother and a mentor.
He has something about him. You know, some people have it, some people don't. He has it.
Joseph Sellers Jr., born on March 4th, 1961 in Philadelphia. The son of Joseph Sr. and Elizabeth, the oldest of 3 siblings. A straight shooter from the very start.
I first met Joe Sellers in high school. Joe was 1 year ahead of me. He graduated in '79 at Cardinal Doherty, and I graduated in '80. After high school and started playing sports, his tavern where all his friends hung out was called Reagan's, and I hung at the Tally Ho in the next neighborhood up, so we started seeing each other a little bit then.
As the son of a sheet metal worker, Joseph began his own journey in 1980 as an apprentice with Local 19 in Philadelphia. He rose through the union ranks as a journey person, becoming training coordinator, business representative, and then president and business manager of Local 19 in 2002.
I know Joe a long time. We went to business agent school in 2000 together. He was dedicated. He was really, even at that point in time, very, very dedicated and driven. You know, knew what he wanted to do. Was a leader right from the start.
Joe was very focused, is a very focused individual. He has a goal, he has an idea, and he stays focused on that.
In 2009, Joseph became a member of the international leadership team as the union's 11th general vice president. 2 years later, in 2011, he was elected as general secretary-treasurer. In May 2015, Joseph Sellers Jr. became SMART's 2nd general president.
When you're going to sit in a meeting with Joe, when he's going to represent SMART, you better be prepared to represent your organization because you know he's prepared to represent his.
He's going to quiz you a little bit, yeah. You're going to find out if you also have been reading articles and staying up on things. You can't BS your way through conversations with Joe Sellers.
Joe really embraced the Canadians and brought us into the foray for, all Canadians. Made it feel part of the organization more so than we ever had.
With numerous leadership positions under his belt, it was clear General President Sellers held many impressive titles. But just who was and is Joseph Sellers Jr.?
Very charismatic, very, like it's the guy you want running your international. He can light up a room, he can get his point across.
People follow Joe, you want to go through a wall for the guy because he's that guy.
I've never seen Joe Sellers interact with somebody without trying to pull something positive out of the experience and leave them with something to go forward with. He organizes everybody he talks to.
If we would have some kind of luncheon, would come in and sit with everyone, not just not go or not just come in and say a few words, but come in and sit down and eat lunch with everyone.
He cares about you, he cares about your family, and that radiates throughout our office. We talk a lot about family and being tight-knit and close, and that starts at the top, that starts with him because he cares.
He's been a friend, a mentor. I'll tell you, he just makes you want to be a better person every time you're around him. He's just a top-notch guy.
And I think that he's never lost sight of where he came from, and I think that that's what helped him be a successful general president, is that he didn't forget.
No, Joseph didn't forget. With every new program established, meeting held, or decision made, SMART members and the future of the organization were always at the top of his mind. His passion for a strong connection with members took him on the road often. A visit to a SMART local here, a job site tour there. Joseph Sellers didn't let a hectic schedule stop him from reaching out to the most important part of our union, the rank and file.
General President Sellers was a big fan of traveling around the country, and he liked going on the job sites. He liked going and talking to the members.
Joe was wide open too. Like he came up to us when we were on strike and walked on the strike line with us. We got through it and everything worked out, but yeah, Joe was there with us, walking with us, talking to the members.
Yeah, we had invited him out to New Mexico just to come out and see what our jurisdiction looks like, our membership, our work sites. We did a tour. I mean, he's a busy man. He didn't have to come out and do all that, but he did.
He's been out a couple times, actually. We're the automotive guys, and he's been there. He's witnessed our shops, toured our shops, toured our job sites. He was totally engaged with everybody.
And he gravitates to the members. He was happy to be there and watch them work. Some of it, when watching him, it looked to me as if that he remembers and recalls the times that he was in the field as well. So he's never forgot where he come from, even as a general president.
General President Sellers' passion for the people he served shaped the policies he enacted, the politics he influenced, and the programs he established. From the merger of SMART to the improved health of the pension plan, from member assistance programs to new incentives for travelers, from campaigns designed to increase recruitment and retention to culture changes across the entire union. General President Sellers was member-driven and future-focused, impacting the membership today and generations to come.
He did the deal with the insulators. That was tried for many, many years, and it didn't come to fruition. Joe was able to do that.
A lot of funds had issues, so Joe dug in. He was able to get the national pension on the right path. I know he worked hard and diligently on that.
And in 2008, the National Pension Fund was certified in the red zone, which is critical status. Then in January 1st of 2022, we were certified in the green zone. And Joe Sellers will say he never thought that he would see green in his career. So he was super excited that that happened, and he gets a lot of the credit for that happening, as does everybody in the industry. But Joe Sellers was the captain of the ship that drove us into the green zone.
He brought that energy and focus to the AFL-CIO's position on multi-employer pension relief. We did not have a mechanism to bring all the unions together to find solutions until Joe Sellers mentioned it, I remember very clearly, and we were able to get in place a retirement security working group that he co-chaired to bring all of us together. And it was so timely because then, fast forward, we had the opportunity in the American Rescue Plan for billions of dollars in relief for multi-employer pension plans, thanks to his leadership.
I think within the organization, uniting transportation and the building trades together, working together as one, is for me one of the best accomplishments.
Joe understood the importance of mental health throughout our membership and our members' families, and he really worked hard to advance our MAP program.
General President Sellers has worked very hard on making sure that we're inclusive of all membership, right? So that includes everything from our production to our sheet metal trades to our transportation side.
General President Sellers has been bar none the highest when it comes to recruitment, Be for All, implicit bias training that all staff is mandatory to go through, but not only to go through to understand, but to pass that down to our locals and our members.
Being involved in the Be for All, being involved in the recruitment and retention, the Women's Committee. Man, I could probably go on and on and on about him, but yeah, he's just his foresight, you know, to see those things and to bring them to us, to take them back to the local level. It really hits home with you.
All the initiatives that we're doing, the Be for All, the I Got Your Back, the Smart Code of Conduct before every meeting, the Women's Committee. We now have a maternity benefit through SASME. There's so many things that he has done during his leadership that it's just unbelievable in the short time.
I think General President Sellers' leadership has shown that we need to lead from the front, and we have to elevate. It can't just be talking points that we're going to be for diversity and inclusion. It's going to be lead from the front.
There are going to be a lot of people that now are going to be able to take care of their families.
that would have never had this opportunity hadn't President Sellers put in place the Recruitment and Retention Council, the Be For All Committee, the Women's Committee, and just countless other councils and committees that are tasked with going out there, going to underserved communities, and informing people. That is what President Sellers has done.
Caring about members today and members to come. It's how decisions were made, how time was spent, and a natural extension of who Joseph Sellers was and always will be.
When we had a hurricane in Houston, we had 55 inches of water, and we had a lot of members that lost everything, and he came down there, made phone calls to the members, and drove over and handed out checks, and he was there, and I mean, it was a bad time, and he was down there in the trenches, and my members have never forgot about that. So that told me all I need to know about Joe Sellers.
It's been more than 40 years since Joseph Sellers Jr. first entered the trade, and it's been quite a run. But now it's his time. Time for General President Sellers to enjoy all that is waiting for him after his SMART career. Time to finally exhale and receive the gratitude of an entire industry. Joseph Sellers, you have made your mark and built a legacy for generations.
I think he made people aware of how valuable this organization is. I think he made people be proud of this organization and what we do.
In my view, his legacy is going to be setting us up to really actually advance the union industry.
Look what he's done, right? Be For All movement, what he's done for retiree health care, how he's managed to pull that together. I don't know, I mean, he's just an inspiration to all of us. He truly is.
I don't think he has any idea how many people he's touched during the time that he's been there, really. And just talking about him kind of chokes me up a little bit.
I think he's going to be the president that changed the look of our union, that he changed the dynamic and the makeup of our union. I think that's who Joe will be known as.
I'm going to miss his friendship. You know, somebody I could call up and talk to. You know, him being a former president, business manager of Local 19, we talked over years. I'm going to miss his friendship. I'm going to miss his leadership. I'm going to miss him in general.
I think Joe's legacy is going to always be somebody who was very common with his membership, with other leaders, never put himself above. And I think the labor movement and I think unions in general are going to benefit from watching his style of leadership and carrying that into the next generation.
Thank you, Joseph Sellers, from the bottom of our hearts, for your vision, your dedication, and your care. This is your time.
Joe Sellers, thank you for your dedication, your loyalty, your friendship to not only myself, my family, but to our organization. You have made our membership, our union, our communities stronger with your leadership. Thank you.
Joe, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done for our organization, for the TD side of the organization and bringing us together.
Without you, Joe, a lot of us younger folks in this union wouldn't know what direction to go in, but you've given us that energy to move our leadership and our locals forward. So, wish you happy retirement, good health, and God bless.
Joe, congratulations on your retirement. You have been a fantastic partner. Like all great leaders, I think one of your goals was to leave your organization, to leave SMART in a better place, and you did so. You've left us fantastically positioned to grow. So congratulations on your next chapter, and all the best for the future.
I want to thank you for hearing us and for helping us establish not only the Women's Committee, but the Recruitment and Retention Council, the Be For All Committee. All of these great initiatives that are changing the culture of SMART and making sure that we are going to be a progressive union, something that lasts into the future.
Joe Sellers, you've been a great general president. You've loved me and many of our members, and
our union to have great opportunities, and you provide us with an opportunity to make the changes that need to be made in our union for the success of this union. And I wish you all the best.
Joe, congratulations on your retirement. It's been super getting to know you over these last 17 plus years. You've been a tremendous labor leader within organized labor and for the sheet metal industry, and a great partner for SMACNA. You're going to be missed by all.
Joe, I want to wish you the best on your retirement. Thank you for everything you've done for the membership, for our international, for me personally. You nailed it. You did everything that anyone could have asked for and more. I just wish you and Beth the very best, and enjoy a happy and long retirement, brother.
You've been a great mentor and a leader and a great visionary for all of us up in Canada, and we do appreciate what you've done for the Canadians with SMART, and I just want to wish you nothing but the best and in your retirement, and good luck in your future.
You're going to be sorely missed. Don't be a stranger, by all means. Reach out, stay in contact. You're definitely an inspiration to all of us that are in the labor movement. Thank you, Joe.
President Sellers, I can't tell you how much I respect you. I want you to enjoy your retirement. I want you to have fun. I want you to do whatever it is that you want to do, because you've earned it.
Making sure that we have invited everybody into our union, making sure that everybody is welcome, that truly will be your legacy in this international. I just personally want to thank you. Congratulations on your retirement. I hope you and Beth and your family enjoy a long, healthy retirement.
Joe, congratulations on your retirement. I wish you and Beth the best, and a long, happy retirement. And I hope you get to travel, see the world, and do everything that you haven't been able to do, because I know how busy you have been the last 5 years. And once again, thank you for being my brother and my mentor.
Joe, I just want to thank you for your mentorship, your leadership, and most of all, your friendship. I have learned so much from you in the time that we've been together, and I plan on utilizing those skills that you've taught me as we move this organization forward.
We are SMART! We are SMART! All right.